Welcome to Le5's dungeon. Le5 here playing a ranked game with my fiance um, as the lovers duo of League of Legends as Xayah and Rakan. So this is a special game we're playing in celebration of Valentine's Day that will be taking place on Friday. We have a full AD team with Darius top, Warwick in the jungle, Yasuo mid, and then myself as Xayah and my fiance as Rakan in the bot lane. Enemy team is Aurelia top, Kindred in the jungle, as a Victor in the mid lane, which is the only AP in this game, with Caitlyn as well as Thresh. At least we have a Thresh this time. He is a bit more of a ranged champion, so we should be able to damage him a bit more throughout everything. So let's see how this game will be going. Again, the lovers duo, they are built in towards a lot of same cooperations. Even if they dance, they can dance together. Any of the interactions or things that happens in this game, they are built in together, including the recall. So one person can recall and the other one can join in by recalling as well, which means they will simultaneously go back. So a lot of the people in the community as well, one will run away and start recalling while the other one will farm and just fall in the last few seconds to recall back to base. So this is the lovers duo. Even some of the lines that they say for each other, they are for each other and only for these two champs, as both of them are, again, the lovers duo. Right, just leashing our jungler here, giving him some of a head start in his jungle as well. It is a Warwick, so we should have some probability of him slowing down a lot of people with his ultimate. So we will see how the ultimate work out for the Warwick. He is also in a great position at this rate on the elo that we are playing as here in the lowest division. For that, we will really wish to have a very good game this game. I do think the enemy laners are going to reach level 2 before me and my fiance, as we did come in late. We did assist a bit longer than normal for our jungler. Right, we have finally reached the level 2. We are going to be outranged by the Caitlyn, not so much by the Thresh. He is kind of a melee ranged character, can go be a little bit ranged, but it's very much close towards what Rakan is also, because both of them have a bit of an extended basic auto animation, so they do have some range on them, but not that much. The Caitlyn and the Thresh are rotating down the river. They'd return, which means they were just looking for... That was Ignite burnt from the Thresh. So with Xayah's E ability, it's a retraction of her feathers. If you hit 3 or more feathers on an enemy champion, they will be snared for a very short amount of time. In this case, it's more referred to as rooted. And this route will just help maybe disengage or start and engage if you're looking towards that. Oh, struggling to last hit these minions at this rate. Luckily I have a support back who can execute, which makes life easier. Right, also part of the mastery system is these biscuits. They will give you a bit extra mana and health back if you use them, and also improve your mana usage. So this will assist on the long term of things. The symbol you can see there in the map right here, that is the Kindred hunt. If she completes 4 of them, which she already has, as I just saw at the end of it, the Kindred getting the objective for there. Getting 4 of them will increase his range and so on, so that the Kindred will be a lot more dangerous, scaling with a lot of percentage based health damage. I do think this Thresh is rotating around to just frustrate a bit. Do not think he's here to... Thresh hook goes wide. Just going to irritate him a bit more, because he thinks he's and I'm in a very bad position here. I'm going to flash away. Barrier myself, maybe retract a bit. Very good engage from the enemy team, not giving us any moments of rest, forcing us to go back. Well, we died, so not really a force. The Kindred is in the bot lane. She's for sure going Drake, as they have priority in the bot lane, as they're pushing forward, so they can easily get a lot of vision up. Warwick hopefully trying to move in. He is going to be spotted and most likely going to be snared and or hooked by the enemy team. We can maybe fall in here to assist him. Maybe just get this Thresh down. I'm not going to get assist on any of this, but that is alright. My fiance got an assist on this kill, which is a good thing at least, because the Rakan also requires money. The jungler wants to go for Dragon, which I do not think is a bad call. I really just need to clear this wave to get some proper cash in for myself. Alright, that was at least a good farm. Catching up towards the Caitlyn, who was 8 farm ahead of me. She's now only 3 farm ahead. And we can easily get this Dragon down. As with Xayah and Rakan with the interaction with a W. Every time you basic from Xayah and Rakan's side, if they are in the same team, they will both be going and basicing, or well, adding extra additional damage on from there. One thing extra that I forgot about Rakan, as I'm not directly playing him now, he has an extended dash range towards Xayah. They must need to be careful there because there is a Thresh. The Caitlyn is also roaming up, so we are missing on the bot lane. We're going to try and force them towards us, trying to not get them too much in towards our allies. Thresh is most likely going to try and hook again. He can rather catch a minion. So that's the great thing also about Xayah and Rakan bot lane. They complement each other a lot on their abilities, getting some bonuses being in the same lane itself. So I do think we should just stand a bit back and farm up where we can, poke if possible. But the Thresh is going to move into this brush, and then he is for sure going to try and hook one of us again, as they have seen that their CC combo is very well timed, and the Thresh is playing extremely well with his timing of his hooks as well as his flays. Enemy team has slain the Void Grubs, which means they have a lot more pushing power towards the towers. Good dodges, just keeping them away from our tower, clearing the farm. Oh, good dodge, good dodge. Both of those abilities did not hit, so that means the damage that they were supposed to put out was not given to them. These traps can now be finally stood on, so that we can have our space back again. I see that the enemy laners have lane swapped, which means now the Aurelia's mid against the year. Well, they have just lane swapped. They're still top, and well, the two top laners are still against each other with the Darius. The Darius is still struggling a bit, but he's not doing that bad. But it's good that they rotated against their lane opponents to keep their advantage that they have. Okay, I'm going to recall here.
An enemy has been slain.
Sabotage takes patience and time, and lots of feather daggers.
Is he marked? I'm not sure if he actually got marked. That's a very good cue from the Darius. Yasuo moving into assist. That will for sure scare away the Kindred. Right, let's force them towards us again. Whee! Throwing out more feathers. See, just some free poke damage.
Don't feel bad, but just magically animated.
An ally has been slain.
Whee! Oh, that blind Trishuk. If he did hit that, it would have been extremely funny, I have to say. Let's get this blood petal, which will give us adaptive force. Yeah, adaptive force as well as some X-beam, which will help us on the long run. Luckily for us that I have a little bit of a experience lead on a weird moment, because I do level up before the Caitlyn. So that means the Caitlyn is a bit behind on XP, and I'm not sure why. But for me it's an advantage, I don't mind. They're clearing our pink ward here. Well, we can go in if he really wants to. We are able to follow through with him. They are going. There are two ADCs against us. Wonderful charm, wonderful play. Let's see if we can make something from this. Whoop! Well, I got the kindred with the ult, and then the Caitlyn ulted me. So I think they were going to be dissuaded from doing the dragon. Would have hoped that our Yasuo, who is giving high pressure in mid lane, would have rotated down. But again, he's giving high pressure, so you know what? Maybe it's a good thing for him. They are not dissuaded. That is a very good wind wall from the Yasuo. Oh, he dashed there right into the Caitlyn trap. He ults the Thresh, and he will get another kill. This Victor walking into a very big fight, he can really not win. Our Warwick altered the wall. Just want to give a nice, very big bear hug. If we can rotate, yeah, no, I do think that is another kill for the enemy jungler. Looks like they are still going for this dragon. Let's move in here, let's irritate them. Making sure that they can't get this dragon. Taking down. Oh, unfortunate. But again, the dragon has been stopped. So the objective will not be given to any team at this rate. See, the enemy team does have their feats of strength for getting our objective, because they did complete the void grabs. Let me rather maybe go for some execution, as that is what I'm aiming to do with Xayah's E. So if I can get that, it scales off of a crit. Just making sure that she can get a bit more further damage from every feather that goes out, so that it doesn't reduce a lot of damage. It does look they are going back for the dragon, so I assume the enemy team is on it. The Caitlyn is extremely far ahead. She's going lethality, Caitlyn, so she is going to do a lot of damage if we do not see her. That's what lethality does, a bit more damage from an invisible point of view. I hope I can get this flower. There we go. See, getting even flowers for Valentine's Day in League of Legends. Right, this is missing on our enemy bot lane. There is vision in this wall, or this brush, as far as I can remember. Yes, there is. Warwick ping for us to assist. We have a bit more priority in the bot lane, so we can try and get this. For his part, I hope that his smite is ready. I do not think that Warwick should continue actually doing this dragon, as this is an extremely big pick. Well done, we got the kill. The ADC, which is Fade, is now down, and that gives us a lot more priority and surety for this bot lane objective. Finally killing the Caitlyn once. Fantastic kill for the allied team. Do think the Warwick rotated a bit long there with us. I do think if we did move it earlier, we should have been a lot better off, but that is fine. Again, staying a level ahead. There is a TP coming in. I think this is no, this is the Caitlyn. I had no idea Caitlyn had teleport, and she is very tanky.
Once magic was everywhere, or as the Messiah says, people saw.
Thresh is back here in the bot lane as well. He was not here for a long time. I wonder where he went and what he did. Gonna buy my far side trinket. And this bot lane tower is going to fall as there's a whole minion wave as well as the void mites which they received from killing 6 void grabs. So they're doing a lot of bonus damage on towards our towers, which is a bad thing because we cannot get any defense really against it. So let's hope that we can work as a team together to maybe get the other objectives. I do see Caitlyn is ulting there. We cannot rotate now to the mid lane. Well, I'm not going to rotate to the mid lane. I do require this farm. And we are taking this symbol. As you guys can see, there's a symbol on top of our Krugs. This is the symbol for the Kindred to get more stacks. And if she does get a lot more stacks, she, like I said in the start of the game, she's going to be extremely difficult to bring down. We are moving in towards where our Yasuo is. Here's Kindred as well. Very good ultimate. I do not think we will be able to do much here because we are 2 against 5 as the enemy team, all of them just rotated directly into mid lane to ensure that their ADC does not get killed, which she did not. And let's see. That is the let me see if I can snare this person, maybe take a few tower shots there. Unfortunately she did not because of the void mites that spawn. Gonna put some vision here as the enemy team has a lot of vision as well. I do see there's a ward there where the Darius is standing. Let's just step on these traps to keep the field of play open for us again. I think I'm gonna go armor boots this game, as that will be assist for sure with the lethality of the Caitlyn. Luckily for us, we have a lot of objectives already in our favor. We should be able to get this tower as well. No, we should not. The Caitlyn is just going to kill me. I'm rather going to flash away. Just stop this person because he thinks he's the king of the world. Just going to leave. Okay, I'm going to sell my Doran's blade that I can get armor.
They say I don't know.
There's a very good pick onto the Caitlyn again. We need to focus on the Caitlyn enemy ally team. There's a very good charm on the Caitlyn again, and the Caitlyn will not be going down. I have brought down the Caitlyn. Let's see if we can turn this fight around. There we go. There we go. Just came in a bit late for the allied team. Unfortunate. But we did bring down the Caitlyn. That is shutdown gold for me. The Kindred is moving in as well as the Thresh. If the Darius will stay, we should be able to fight this. The Darius is not going to stay. He is going to let me die to the Kindred.
Well, I'm bored. Is this ethically sourced?
The Kindred moving in for the buff over here. She will not get that stack either. Warwick is there. This is going to be a very good pick if our team can get her, specifically because she will be dead for more than 20 seconds. And she's delaying her death. If we can keep her away from the Thresh Lantern, which we do. That is wonderful from the allied team. Very good pickup on that Caitlyn. Oh, not Caitlyn, Kindred. Vision here as well. I see the allied team is moving in. I'm not sure if this is a very good play to be making. Alright, so I'm going to barrier here. I am going to die because of the execute of the Caitlyn. I do believe that is a very wrong pickup to go for the Victor, as Victor is not a threat, but the Caitlyn is. Luckily, the allied team is doing very well. Dragon is up, as well as the Warwick getting a double kill. We can get tower as well as a Drake if the team desires to do so. Warwick can solo Dragon. He's relatively strong. He does have Vampiric Scepter as well. Our Yasuo is also playing extremely well. That is 2 towers down. There's a lot of gold for the allied team. Drake going also towards us, which means if we do secure this dragon, we will be winning the feats of strength, which will be giving our whole team upgraded boots, giving them a probability to just have a bit more tankiness. I'm going to rotate towards these rocks, the Krugs, so that the Kindred still does not get a lot more stacks, as we do not want the Kindred to be a headache as it goes later. We have completed the feats of strength, so our team, the whole team that has upgraded boots now. Again, at a cost, of course, but these boots now will not directly double, but they will add a lot more value towards your champion as well. If the Doris will assist me, we can take down this tower, because I am relatively a fast attacking character as Xayah. We have lost the top tower now, but we are going to get the bot tower in return, which is a very good rotation of objective. Just playing out on all of it. There is big trouble there in the top river. Waiting just for 5 more gold to get another component. The enemy team has spawned the Rift Herald, which is going to charge into our tower, and that the enemy team is going to use as an engage. And then this engage is going to be very, very bad for the team, because we did lose our Darius, who is relatively tanky as well, and who was also a shutdown gold for the enemy, for the ally. Kindred moving here towards the jungle. Gonna rotate with the enemy team. I think that is a pick on the Kindred. All of us are here. Warwick's ult is up as well. There's vision over here. I think we should go for this Warwick. I really think we should go for it. If we don't, at least steal an objective or something. Clear this bot lane out.
Get separated. I'll find you.
I think we can actually go and try and take this bot lane as well. Moving the Spink Ward up. Our Warwick is in deep trouble here. We are rotating around to assist him. He is going to be picked off. We should back off from this fight. Right, the Caitlyn is also there. The Darius should really be careful, because all 5 of the enemy team is there.
Valentine essence fades with each passing day. So unsatisfying.
Kindred has completed 6 hunts, so she's going to be extremely frustrating as the game goes on. I think she goes 4 and then 7. I haven't played Kindred in a while to understand how her stacks work or how they go up. But she needs to pretty much farm in the enemy jungle to get these stacks going. As I said earlier, there are these symbols that pop up which we are just trying to stop her from getting. The Caitlyn remains a very big dangerous champion. The rest are not turning towards being the same. I see that the Aurelia's bought Hullbreaker. Hullbreaker is a split pushing item. It does not help you when any of your members are nearby. You actually do not get any of the bonuses that Hullbreaker provides you. It doesn't even buff any of your minions, which it normally does. The dragon is almost up. If we get this dragon, it will be soul for us. They are aware of us. And I think the enemy team is going to rotate here towards this dragon. And they're already on it. Oh, unfortunately, our Warwick is just going to go in all the way through, making this a direct 4v5 fight. Yasuo also going in. And the Caitlyn's damage just poking me down. But we did turn around this fight. Unfortunately, we did not get the dragon, but we did get an ace from the enemy team, putting us again on some even footing for them. Bringing down a lot, specifically the Caitlyn, who remains to get some form of a bounty. Again, from my side, finally getting some items in my pocket as well. I'm going towards the Juntal Wild Arrows. These are new items added, which causes something known as a bleeding effect, which means that over time the enemies will be taking damage. The Yasuo is taking the bot lane tower. We can move towards the Baron, but I do not think this is a good idea as most of the enemy team is alive. So we can try and bait this. I do not think the Warwick will be able to do this on his own. I'm going to roam here towards the rocks. Unless the Yasuo is coming, then we should maybe try and go for that. I do see they used the Scry's Orb, and that Scry's Orb has not revealed the support, my fiance. There is vision here. We really need to prep for this Baron because I do think they are on it and I cannot go in first. We really need our Warwick to go in first. They are on it, they are on it, they are on it. We need to move in, we really need to move in. That is a wonderful snare from my fiance, catching the Caitlyn off guard. The Caitlyn is removed from the game. That means for all of us, this is a very good play. If we can turn this around, this should be the game-winning play for us as well. Snaring this Thresh. And we did get the Baron buff as well. Well played to the enemy team. Quick response. Unfortunately, our Warwick has fallen. But the Thresh will not be able to stop 4 of us. So if we do force this, we should be able to finish the game. I see a whole big minion wave coming in for us. So we really should be able to be finishing this game. First person up is the Victor. No, the Caitlyn, who got focused very well in that fight. That is a tower down. We can get this inhibitor also. If we get the inhibitor, we can back out. Yasuo is pushing in the bot lane. We can actually rotate towards the Yasuo. I don't know why the Darius is trying to pick this fight. I do really think it's a very bad fight. I'm going to flash for this. Let's see, I did not snare anyone. The Kindred really overstepping her bounds. That is a wonderful charm. And that is the Caitlyn down. Well played by my fiance as well as the Darius. However, I do really think the Kindred got a little bit overconfident there in her chasing. I am going to fall for this one, but that is fine. As long as the enemy team that has the Baron buff gets out, or the allied members that has the buff gets out. But I do think that is a very good comeback for the enemy, the allied team. If the Darius plays this well, he should be able to outplay this Aurelia. And he's got his buff. If he ults now, she will be killed. That is a very big execution. And our team, as you guys can realize, is now slowly and systematically starting to snowball this game out of the enemy team's control, as all of the objectives is falling in, going faster and getting more into our favor. This is also Atakan. My first video, I didn't mention it much. This is the new neutral creep that gives you certain amounts of buffs based again on where the most damage was dealt in the game. In this case, based on what I'm seeing, the level 17 and the 14 of Direlia, the more damage was dealt on top side. Now this buff I do think gives you more effect of other neutral objectives, so like Dragon and all the buffs that go with that, your Baron and as well as the Herald of these buffs, they add up all, and all of them are just going to add a little bit more of a buff towards the allied team. Here we will get these blood petals. We get these blood petals, we might be able to score a free level up. Yes, we will be able to. That is a free level up because of the blood petals. And I think, yes, we did get the Atakan Crown of Carnage, which means more of these petals do drop. And these petals will cause us to get more adaptive force, because there's more AD or AP depending on what your champion is, as well as XP for the whole team as a collective. So this is not based on one person or one group of people. This is just me and Darius are forcing them to come towards the top lane. If we do this, we should be able to completely, even maybe finish the game, because again, our team with me and Darius here, if we can stop that person from backing, I'm not going to fall for that. I'm going to try, and I've been stunned. Alright, we did not get the inhibitor, which is fine. I do see the whole allied team is roaming up, so I'm going to roam here towards the mid lane. I think we should just try and get this objective, not trying to force too much. If we can, alright. Let's see how it will be here. It looks like the allied team is going for the finish here. I'm going to also just get this tower that less and less of them will be focusing on our allies. We will be able to finish this game, and then there's GG, well played towards the allied team. Well done to everyone turning that game around. Well, it was a fair game. Not much of the objectives were against us, or bounties either. So I'm going to give it to Darius, as well as to my fiance, giving her a heart. The Darius played very well. Not a fan of Yasuo. He can be an extremely 10 death power spike person, but in this case, luckily, I do not think our Yasuo was. He was an extremely good player, but I do honestly think the honor will go more to Darius. And the Warwick was just Warwick being Warwick. So thank you all for joining me for this Valentine's special video. Please like the video, subscribe towards the 5 dungeon, and please leave any comments, and please stay tuned as well for the stream that will be taking place on Saturday. I hope to see you all there. Thank you for joining. See you all again.